Dallas scoring drive took 9 plays. They went 67 yards, and they kept it for a while. 7:19 left to play third quarter. Bobby Hammond and Ernie Pugh back deep for New York. Good kick from Rafael Septien. It's Pugh, a yard deep in his own end zone. Cut down from the outside by Aaron Kyle. Danny White had been warming up for the Dallas Cowboys on the sideline.
The Giants came in here averaging 136 yards rushing a game and 151 yards passing a game, but they've really been kept completely under control by Dallas.
Next week here on CBS, Detroit against Atlanta, Tampa Bay against the Giants, Washington, Philadelphia, Dallas, St. Louis, all next Sunday. Doubleheader games, Rams, Minnesota, New Orleans, San Francisco. We'll be in Minnesota. Check your local listings. Find out what game you'll see. It is Goldstein throwing for Perkins and knocked down by Benny Barnes. A spectacular play.
You want to hear a round of applause for a cornerback? Listen to this. He's had all the injuries and he's been maligned a little bit about some coverage recently. That was a great play. You don't know, your whole life passes before you when you're just playing the ball like this. And the receiver's out there. Good play.
Intended for Johnny Perkins. So it'll be 2nd and 10. And you get in those situations. It's 17-0. Now the Chargers over Denver. Dan Dornick is the ball carrier, and the tackler is Benny Barnes.
Over land or sea, right? Isn't that funny how a back can get turned on and the play happens to put him in that right position 2 times in a row.
Benny Barnes had an off-season operation on his foot. Remember, he had such an outstanding year last year.
I like him because he'll do the dirty things too, Pat. You know what I mean? He'll just go down and cover whatever you want him to do.
His coach, Mr. Landry, says he is the best that there is on special teams. Best in the league, best in football.
That's something, eh?
I'll say. Third down, 11. Cowboys blitz. Cliff Harris hits. Intended for Robinson.
Hello, defense. All right, it's a little sneak back pattern from left to right. You'll see Robinson trying to sneak under there. And here's the Baptist laying it on him. Very legal, but boy, that's rough. He's quite a safety man.
Please don't throw it high again. Jennings standing back at his own 7. Again, he doesn't catch it very well. Butch will get into Giant territory, or did for 2nd. Flag goes down. Dan Lloyd down quickly. The coverage.
Like the clip might have been on 21. The Giants, looked like Billy Bryant thought he was clipped. Of course, I think all of you do that are covering punts that way.
Somebody was talking not too long ago about how many clipping penalties are called on punting plays, or have been called so far this year. 1 out of 4. 1 out of 4? And that's...
Well, there are no easy plays anymore for the officials or for the players or anything. There's a big swirling mass. Berge told me the other day it's all elbows and knees, and everybody's in every play.
Here's the call from Haggerty.
Holding, number 43 on the run back. First down.
This time it's holding against number 43, which of course is Cliff Harris.
A few years ago, we used to get a breather once in a while to be a solo tackle or something, and everybody'd sort of just watch 2 guys do it. But now it seems like everybody's involved.
That's before they spend any extra time on special teams.
That's right.
6 minutes left to play third quarter. The quarterback for Dallas is still Staubach. Setbacks Dorsett and Newhouse. Pitch back to Newhouse. And a cut back by Newhouse. Robert for 14 yards. 15 perhaps. And the Dallas first down. Jack Gregory made the tackle.
Guess who made the key block? Tony Dorsett. Number 33 went over and really sealed off the hole.
Maybe we can watch it.
All right. To the right of the screen, watch 33. Let's see if he takes the safety man and cuts him down.
He cut down Beasley Reese. Newhouse does the rest. First down, Dallas. They're at the Giant 46. They lead 21-3. The Cowboys do. 5 minutes 20 seconds left to play, third quarter. Dorsett deep. Van Pelt led the tacklers, accompanied by Harry Carson. Dorsett had gone out of the game a little bit earlier with a sore ankle, and it might be still a little tender.
This big fella, he's had a bad thigh for a while, Van Pelt. He could go to Hollywood and be a leading man, I think, don't you? He's a big, sort of a Tarzan type guy, I guess.
I don't know if he can swim or not. Los Angeles 24, San Francisco 10.
Can he swing from the vines? That's what we're worried about, right?
Staubach with good protection. Drew Pearson. He juggled it. That's going to be incomplete. Same thing happened in Washington on Monday night.
I like the way the other official came up, though, and helped the fellow that was perhaps watching the feet by telling him that the hands were moving. The two of them worked the play on the sidelines very well. Watch this. And the fellow here is watching the feet. Watch to the left center. The other official says, no, the hands were going. He was batting it around.
Ray Rhodes was the defender. So it'll be 3rd and 9, Dallas.
Well, we all try to blame the officials, you know. I don't think the players, I know I'm not as efficient in my job as the officials are at theirs.
That's the truth. Dedicated. The rush is by Jeter. He got Roger by the shirt, and Danny White will come out.
What a play by number 70. He's going on an outside twist. Watch him now. Gregory will go inside, and number 70 swings outside. And I think Donovan might have gotten tangled up with Gregory or being held a little bit, and Jeter makes a good sack.
Jimmy Robinson, Bobby Hammond back deep for New York. Number 11 is Danny White. Hangs a high one this time. Robinson goes up and fakes. It'll go into the end zone. Look who's down there knocking it back. Benny Barnes. So the Giants will gain possession at their own 20, where it will still be Jerry Goldstein at quarterback. They trail by that score. Texas Stadium in Irving, Texas, where the host Cowboys lead the Giants 21-3. Giants without a first down in the third quarter. Goldstein still the quarterback and looks for Robinson. Overthrows him. Benny Barnes came up, cut off the passing pattern.
Too tall, had him a little by the arm, too.
With millions of dollars being bet, they say, illegally every Sunday on pro football, did you ever wonder why they don't make it legal?
I wondered that.
Well, that's what Dan Rather talks to Pete Rozelle about on 60 Minutes, immediately following this game this evening.
Commissioner, huh? Should be interesting.
Dan Rather's a great sports fan. Goldstein had to throw quickly and does. Perkins makes the catch very close to a Giant first down. It would be the first one in this quarter.
Tell you, Dallas defense isn't going to give them much now with a 21-3 lead, and you can't steal first base. Here's the play. Goldstein now is trying to find anything that will work, and these are very short plays that are not quite going to get first downs or touchdowns.
That one just barely got a first down. That's the first one of this quarter for the New York Giants. Just outside the 30, Bobby Hammond and Larry Zonka, the running backs. Robinson comes in motion. Hammond. Barnes came up and forced it, took Zonka's block and made the tackle, but nevertheless Hammond got 5.
When you've got small flankers, you can't expect them to block, obviously, like big tight ends, but Robinson at 175 pounds went back and made a pretty good block to get him out there. Barnes did make a good defensive play.
5-yard pickup by Hammond behind that Zonka block and make it 2nd and 5. Mike Hegman remains in the game, replacing Thomas Henderson. He goes to the strong side linebacker spot. D.D. Lewis is on the weak side. Brunig in the middle. Dan Durnick struggled for 2 or 3. Randy White on the tackle.
Giants still haven't gotten the ball to Dixon, the big tight end they have, 6'5" receiver. Maybe Goldstein will try to figure out where he is here and short pass.
Minnesota 28, Seattle 19. That's the third quarter score. Seattle had been ahead 13-0. Minnesota wins. That sets up a big game next week for us. The Rams will visit the North. Dixon goes in motion. Hammond squirts through for the first down. Well, he hits a hole in a hurry, doesn't he?
Pretty good drive. That's 2 first downs in a row. The crowd now just sitting and watching their favorite Cowboy do his thing, but the Giants really need some points in this period before facing number 4.
It is now 10 quarters since anybody has scored a touchdown against Dallas.
They're much more physical today than they appeared to be last Monday night, too.
Or the week before when we were here when they played St. Louis. A Giant first down at their own 42. Down to about a minute left, third quarter by the time they get this play started. Durnick and Kaler, the running backs for Giants. Goldstein looks to Dixon. The ball is tipped by D.D. Lewis. He's upset because he didn't make the interception. Sorry.
Nobody was in front of him either. Here's the play, and I hope Goldstein isn't listening to me because getting the ball to Dixon right now is not safe. Look at the linebackers dropped. D.D. doesn't have anybody between his 50, that 50, and the goal line. That's the reason he was clapping those hands.
The Raiders, as they seem to do almost every week, coming back against Houston, 17-14 score. The snake has begun to hiss a bit. 2nd and 10, make it here. Goldstein drops blitz. Too tall Jones first, followed by Mike Hegman.
Actually, Michael Ochek had a pretty good block on Too Tall Jones. Goldstein ran away from the blitz and ran right into number 72.
What a terrible thing to do.
Yeah, Michael Ochek had a pretty good setup on him, the big right tackle. Watch the left of your screen. And you'll see that Goldstein feels the pressure of Dede and Henderson coming on him, or
Hegman
coming on it. Ran right into Too Tall. It's like stepping on the railroad tracks.
And running into the locomotive.
The local locomotive, right.
And now that awful situation where it's 3rd and 21. Hammond and Coter now the Giant setbacks. Larry Cole into the defense for Dallas. Cole. Al Dixon has it knocked loose by Cliff Harris. He had it, he juggled it, and then he got the hit.
That's called timing. Watch Dixon come from the left part of your screen and open up. He gets one hand on it, and the second time he tries to get control, Harris sticks him right in the bread basket.
Jennings back again. Butch Johnson alone, single safety for Dallas. Busy day for Jennings, and this one he really catches. Johnson retreats to the 15. Finds a little bit of room. Gets out to the 33. I see Andy Frederick coming in. He'll be the offensive right tackle now as Rayfield Wright will get a rest. Dorsett, Newhouse, and Staubach will be the backs.
Jennings really drilled another one, didn't he?
He's so tall. Got so much leverage when he catches it. The ball is just frightened.
He was a PP&K guy, wasn't he?
Yep. He's been at it a while.
You probably covered one of his contests, didn't I realize
I'm sure I did. What is this, 19 years? PP&K?
That's right.
Fake. Batted up in the air and batted away. It was Gary Jeter. Staubach dropped the pass and Jeter knocked it down.
Jeter's getting more confident every week. Of course, he's gotten the play because Archer at number 77, super right tackle, has had the bad knee and cannot play. So number 70 has been playing, and of course he says that's the only way you can learn in this league. Come out of USC as an All-American, you can play, you just need some experience.
6'4", 260. High draft choice.
And a little belligerent, which, you know, you've got to have a little bit of a nasty edge to play defense.
Also helps to be 6'4" and 260. 7 seconds left to play, third quarter as Staubach gives Dorsett. He hurdles out to about the 39. Gary Jeter made the tackle. That's the end of the third quarter. Dallas dominated. The Giants finally made a couple of first downs, but through 3 quarters of play, the Cowboys 21, the Giants 3.
Woo! This is Dr. Johnny Fever with a prescription for those Monday night blues. WKRP in Cincinnati.
Tomorrow and every Monday at 8, 7 Central and Mountain.
Take only as directed.
This is CBS.
21-3. Dallas over New York. Irving, Texas, the home of Texas Stadium. Pat Summerall with Tom Brookshire. First play of the fourth quarter coming up. Roger Staubach has 3 touchdown passes. He's got the protection. Got Tony Hill.
Goes through Drew Pearson's hands and into Tony Hill's hands. And cleanly.
Last year, that would have been an incomplete pass.
Isolate is on Drew, who's going to clear out and go under. Being covered. Watch this. Boom. Right on through. Just like it was meant that way.
I got to think that Tony Hill was in the wrong place.
I think he was supposed to clear out and let Drew. Receivers want to catch them all.
First down, Dallas. The Giant 35. It'll be Newhouse. Jukes it back to the outside, and Harry Carson takes him out of bounds. He nevertheless got about 5.
You know, he sort of gives you the impression of a rhinoceros, right, at mating season. But I'll tell you something, he's pretty darn effective. He dipped in there that time and got outside, and he did a pretty good job. It's not a fancy dip. Boy, would I hate to be tackling him for a living.
Not much of a target.
Dang, nothing but big legs and knees.
A helmet.
Yeah, that's about it.
He got 4 on that play. It'll be second 6. Dallas 31. New York 31. Dallas football. Fake Newhouse. The option is Dorsett. He's got enough for a first down. He goes out of bounds at the 23. They saw Denver